Child, so Jocelyn got up today and decided to go ahead and drag Mona Scott by her 27 piece. Exactly. Anyway, Jocelyn is coming out with a new series on now. It's a different network or whatever. Anyway, she calling out Mona Scott basically for using her and being despicable. Exactly. With the Love and Hip Hop franchise, I do feel like a lot of reality TV stars were taken, not necessarily taken advantage of, but put out there to look crazy. Exactly. Anyway, we also gonna talk about the Love and Marriage Huntsville trailer. Apparently, Destiny and Tisha gonna finally get into it about Miss Nell. Destiny, you gotta pick a side. Exactly. Ken gonna get outed for being in the girlies' DMs. I don't care what nobody say. When I told y'all that I found out Ken being folks' DMs, y'all drugged me. So now y'all see it on the show. Exactly. Then maybe y'all will start believing what I be telling y'all. Anyway, Tisha also dropped their new home. So that home in Huntsville, we're gonna take a look at it. They finally finished it. So exactly, Mr. Curvilicious finally finished the home. Shout out to Marceau and the Marsoldiers. Exactly. We also gonna talk about Belle Collective and Ready to Love. So get your little cocktail. Exactly. I'm having a little wine because I've been cooking, child. Anyway, y'all know I love Sundays. What y'all cooking for dinner? So, because it's Super Bowl Sunday, I got me some wings for now, but I went ahead and threw a pot roast in the oven. It smells so good in my house right now. Anyway, yeah, and then I can take it to lunch next week. Anyway, so let's get started. And y'all know me, I'll put the timestamps in the comments. I'm not sure if I'm gonna talk to y'all later on tonight because Potomac not coming on, Married to Medicine, nothing's coming on because of the Super Bowl. Exactly. So we're gonna talk about what's going on today. Exactly. But first, let's talk about Joselyn. Okay. So Joselyn, as y'all know, she started her career on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. When we first met Joselyn, she was with Stevie J. She had just left the strip club in Lauderdale, ho. Shout out to the Puerto Rican princess. Y'all know I go for my Scorpio sisters. Anyway, so she's on this new network. It's called Why Are You Here TV. This new series, it's a series, but it looks like an interview, like that interviewing Joselyn. And it comes on February the 10th. I'm gonna play the snippet that's on the internet. And I want y'all opinion. Do y'all agree with what Jocelyn said? I like the fact that she calling Mona out because a lot of people been saying this, but they kind of scared to bite the hand that feeds them. But you know, Jocelyn left the show and ain't never looked back, child. This is crazy.
A special woman, to say the least, and not in a good way.
Hold on, let me go back. Let me turn the volume up. Go back out and come back in.
Mona is a special woman, to say the least, and not in a good way.
She said Mona is a special woman, to say the least, and not in a good way.
I feel like she take advantage, especially back in 2012. She really took advantage of my story with Stevie. Um, and it was so many times that I called Mona to be like, Mona, please tell Stevie to stop with me. Tell him to stop harassing me. He's coming over to my house at 3, 4 in the morning. He's bringing in. He's knocking on my door. He's terrorizing.
You know what? She said she called Mona, asking Stevie to leave her alone and stop bothering her. He used to come over at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Whatever she said with the C, he's bringing. Did she say he bringing cocaine? What else? Cocaine, cockroaches, cauliflower? No, I think she said cocaine. I'm not sure. I do feel like there are instances on the show, even though Jocelyn was all for the shenanigans, you could tell she was trying to get rid of Stevie and trying to get away from Stevie ass, and he was still on her tail. He a Scorpio too, like Diddy. Exactly. They're a little crazy.
Me. And y'all know this, but y'all still hired this man for work. And that's just the type of woman she was. And I think that's the type of woman that she's always going to be.
She said that's just the type of woman she was. That's the type of woman she always gonna be.
There's no in between with her. She doesn't know how to be best or be good to anyone. And she's with but I'm with too. And I'm not scared of Mona, and I don't give a the bitch. But I just knew it was
She said, I ain't scared of Mona and I don't give a fuck about that bitch.
a lot of things that were done under her watch, under her time, on her set that should have been stopped.
Now that was something else. When she said that a lot of stuff was done on her set, on her watch, that should have been stopped, I feel the same way. I definitely feel the same way. Because there were a lot of instances that I feel like females were harmed. I definitely feel like their stories were taken advantage of. But in the Joselyn, Stevie, Mimi situation, I think Mimi was the biggest victim out of that situation. However, do y'all remember when Joe Budden, he had the other girl that liked him and Tahiri was gonna beat him up? What's her name? Rocky? Rocky? Allegedly, during that scene at the house, he put his hands on Rocky. And Mal had to like get Joe Budden up off of her when Tahiri was getting ready to whoop her ass at the little barbecue. And then that next episode, when they were talking in the bar and Joe Budden was all in her face, also Scrappy, they said Scrappy put his hands on Erica Pinkett in that damn, when he was call himself breaking it off with Erica Pinkett after Bambi pushed her. That ain't funny. No, but allegedly, Scrappy put his hands on Erica Pinkett. It's just been a lot of other situations where, yeah, Mona, I do feel like Mona allows some crazy fucked up shit just all in the name of ratings. I don't know. I still like loving hip hop. I think it's a staple in the community, but is it a staple in a good way or a bad way? Even though I love it, I love all the ratchetness or whatever. It kind of painted us like reality in a gutter way because we had the Real Housewives of Atlanta, but then Love and Hip Hop came and it was kind of, I don't know. Speaking of that though, what's so funny is before I came on here and was getting ready to talk about this, why did I see the clip of when Chrissy drugged Kim Bella across that damn thing? And to this day, that's what made me sign up for Love and Hip Hop. Exactly. When Chrissy sat there and Kim Bella told her, and yeah, because I used to mess with Fab and I wanted to tell you, Chrissy was like, she said, are you strapped in? She said, you better get her. You better get her. And then act like she was walking to the bathroom, came around and boop, boop, boop. And then Kim Bella was like, I'm still pretty, but you just got mollywopped and stumped out. Shout out to Chrissy, exactly. And shout out to Love and Hip Hop. Now, I don't think that Mona Scott gonna say anything because Mona Scott, she never responds. And it always cute me that Mona Scott acted, I ain't gonna say acted because I don't know this lady personally, but she does give off an air of, I'm classy, I'm above it all, I'm, refined. Well, why are you pushing out all of this ratchetness and allowing these ladies to get dogged on your watch? Because most of Love and Hip Hop is about these crazy relationships and the girls getting dogged out. Chrissy and Jim Jones, she proposing to him. Emily and Fab from day one. Richie Dollars dogged everybody out, and I heard he had a lot of things. So exactly. Joselyn and Stevie, Erica and Scrappy and everybody. Erica and Scrappy, Shay and Scrappy, Bam and Scrappy, all of them. Fucking Ray J and Princess Love, that bitch got pushed in the pool. A1 and Lyrica, let's not forget about them. Girl, shout out to Lyrica G. Anyway, so tell me what y'all think about what Joselyn had to say. I already set a reminder because I love me some Joseline Hernandez. I'm going to have to download it. It's called Why Are You Here TV? Because I want to hear what Joselyn got to say. Because I'm sure if she cursing Mona out, she probably cursing Stevie out like a dog and all of the other things. And that just goes to show you, when you with the wrong, I say this all the time, shout out to you, Clarissa the mechanic, you could be with one man and he can fuck up your life. Exactly. Don't let that boy mess up your life and ruin all them years. Exactly. Because she was with Stevie, and look at Stevie. He went on to fuck up Faith life, get some of her damn money during the divorce. He's still out here lifting weights, popping neck veins, taking up for Diddy, probably still on them narcotics. Girl, allegedly. Anyway, let's talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. Then we're gonna talk about Belle Collective and Ready to Love. So remember I kept clowning. Hold on. Hey Tisha. Hey T-baggers. Exactly. Because it's giving you probably watching my channel at this point, girl. Well, can you come back with another episode of Tisha Tuesdays? Anyway, so y'all know I'm always talking shit about the Scotts and their construction ventures and all of the things, right? So LaTisha and yeah. So LaTisha and Marceau, they finally finished their home in North Huntsville, child. So let's take a look at Tisha's post. Tisha did a whole bunch of little promo. It looks like she's here with like another real estate agent. I think they're going to collab. They're going to co-list this home. So this is her and the girls, and she tagged Scott Realty. This is bigger than a listing. It's sisterhood, it's strategy, it's women who know their power and use it together. Honored to collaborate with these incredible AKA women on my current listing. The energy is unmatched, the leadership is strong, and the results speak for themselves. Women working together is a whole different level of power. I wonder why Tisha is co-listing this property. If my husband and my company built this home, why am I co-listing it? Why am I giving somebody else half of my money? I think it's because these ladies are more experienced. Yeah, but I don't know. Anyway, the picture is beautiful. Beautiful. It's giving cute. I love Tisha's outfit. It's giving chocolate skin. I wish she would have had a necklace on with this. I wish it was better lighting too. This lady in the middle, I'm not sure what her name is. I wish she would have tagged these ladies. Why didn't she tag these ladies? Anyway, I love this lady on the left. I love her dress. I have a dress exactly like this. I want to wear it. I just got to figure out how to style it. So this is the property. We're going to take a look at the listing. Okay, here we go. This is Alicia Adams, and this is Sherelle Powers. Okay, yeah. So Alicia has 15 years of education. She's an AKA. They don't list how long. They don't list their experience, but I'm assuming these ladies are more experienced realtors, and maybe that's why she chose them. This post is like, today was one of those days. I'm not sure why Tisha has on this beautiful red number. I love the shoes with this pink hat. Girl, I know you ain't need to advertise this hat that bad. Tisha, you could have came up with a different outfit for this hat, because I love the dress and the shoes. I have no idea where this ragged ass hat came from. I don't know. Anyway, so let's take a look at the house, child, because I'm proud of the Scotts. So Marsoldiers, T-baggers, Scottalots, come to the front. Let's take a look at this house. Now, originally, and I don't mean to be a hater, ain't no hateration in this dancery. They kept talking about how this was $1 million home, $1 million home. It's actually $600,000. It's listed for $600,000. But it's still a nice home. I looked at the neighborhood. The neighborhood doesn't look like this looks like the highest priced home on the block. Unless they plan on building up the other homes in the block, I'm not sure if they're gonna get $600,000 for it. Especially in every other house, it looks like it's about 100 to 2,000 to 100,000 to 200,000. I don't know. But let's take a look at this house. I wonder if they're going to showcase this house on this season of Love and Marriage Huntsville. And we're going to talk about the new trailer. All right, child. Hold on. Is this it? No, this is not it. Let's see. It is 4602. Okay, here we go. Okay. And this is an MLS too. So this is public knowledge. It's not me doing anything crazy. Okay, so this is in Huntsville. This is North Huntsville. It's listed for $610,000, 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, 3,000 square feet. It's stunning new construction, custom luxury build without the premium cost. Expansive windows, open concept, sleek interior accents, wood tone details, refined living in a growing Huntsville location. Anybody from Huntsville, tell me if this is a growing Huntsville location. This was the property before they started building on it, and the land was only $30,000. So I will say that's a hell of a deal. If Marceau and Tisha bought this property for $30,000 and built a $600,000 home on it, and I'm assuming it probably cost them close to 100 to 200,000 to build this. Anyway, this is the street it's on though. This home right here don't look like it's worth. I'm not gonna talk about these people's houses. This is a pretty decent home right here on the corner. Let's look a little bit further down the street. So this is where the home is. These are the homes next to this home. So when you talk about listing a property, is someone going to want to buy a $500,000 home with homes like this in the neighborhood? But they keep talking about building up North Huntsville, so maybe that's the goal, to help build up some of these other homes. Yeah, okay. So let's go back to the listing, check out this house. Okay, now the outside of the house looks pretty good. This is cute. I like the glass. I like the carport. This is pretty cute. Let's go through all of the pictures. That's the stairwell Tisha showed on Instagram that lights up the floating stair. This is the floating staircase. I like the floating staircase. I like that the house has a lot of light. I'm all about light. I might show y'all my place one day when I get done. I like this kitchen concept. I like the black. I like the chandelier. It kind of looks like the house that they renovated, their own home. I love this huge island. These are new appliances. I kind of like this. This is cute. The kitchen is really cute. I like the black with the gold accent. I love these floor to ceiling windows. Love it, love it, love it. There's a lot of natural light that's coming in. Love it, love it, love it. I'm not sure I love this though, that you go straight from the home into the outside area with the grass. I'm not 100% sold on that. If this is going to be some indoor, outdoor living space, I probably would have preferred like wood paneling floors or something like that. I'm not sure if I like these floors straight to that grass, which that's probably sod. This is the backyard, fenced in. I'm not sure what, I wonder, is this a train behind this? Or like what this is in the backyard? But yeah, that's the little outdoor living space. I don't like that the sodding is on this natural grass. Like you see this where the sod ends and then you see the natural grass. They should have just did the sodding all the way back to the fence. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm just being a little critical, but it still looks really nice. I like that they got a ceiling fan outside. But like I said, I would have preferred them put down some wood panels or something like that. For $600,000, I don't want this sodding outside like this. I think they could have did a better job, but I do like this. I love this. This is a nice closet. It looks really nice, upscale and chic. Yeah, y'all. My only issue is I don't like this sodding right outside on the little patio area, because I'm assuming this is a patio area with the ceiling fan. And then you got the sodding and then you got the real grass. Or at least if you're going to do sodding, put it all the way out to the fence. I don't know about that one. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. Anyway, I love this. Is this a floating fireplace? I love this. This is cute. I'm assuming this is like the living room. Yeah, I love this. This is cute. This is one of the bedrooms. This is a 5-bedroom. I like the black closets with the built-in shelving. I'm here for this. This is pretty nice. I like the lighting. I like the shower. My shower looks similar to this. I love the bathroom. I love this. This does look modern and chic. Yes. Okay. I like this closet. I like this closet. It looks narrow. I love this soaking tub. I love to soak in the tub, so I'm here for this. Let me see. Is it a view? Yeah, with the window right there. That's a nice touch. I love these huge windows. I'm assuming these windows probably cost a nice little penny. Yeah, bathroom looks nice. I don't know. This bathroom look a little. Let me see. I hate this siding. Take this up. Marceau and Tisha, if y'all are listening, take this fucking siding up. This looks cheap. For a $500,000 home, I don't want to see this. But I like this brick accent. Love this room. I would like to see the master suite. I wish they would have showed the full master suite. Because if I'm buying a $500,000 home, I want the master suite to be immaculate. But I like these bedrooms. I like this. Tell me what y'all think about this house. Do y'all think this house is worth a $500,000? I feel like with the fixtures, it does look upscale. It does look sleek. I hate the siding, and I'm not sure if I want to pay a $500,000 to live in this neighborhood because you don't know what the neighbors are like. Because the neighbors may not be making as much money as you do. I don't know. I like this fireplace. I hate this. I hate this part. But I love this inside. Is this a wine cabinet? I think this is a wine cabinet because this is like in the kitchen dining room area. Okay, y'all. Tell me what y'all think. Marceau has finally finished this $1 million home, which turned out to be $600,000. But this is actually really, really nice. I like the kitchen. Love, love, love the kitchen. Floating staircase. I like it. I wonder, is this like rock? Yeah, it's like rock beneath the stairs. That's a nice little touch. I like that door. Okay, so rate this home for me. Matter of fact, tell me if you had the money, are you willing to pay $600,000 for that home? In that neighborhood, it looks good. It looks good. It looks good. Exactly. Okay, so outside of the home for Love and Marriage Huntsville, we also got the new trailer for the new season that's coming out in March. In the trailer, child. So we start out with Tisha telling Trish that somebody told her that Ken be in girlies' DMs. First of all, bitch, Tisha, ain't you the same trick that keep telling everybody that you marriages are off limits? So you brought some messy shit to Trish? You don't want nobody talking about Marceau and bringing you rumors. You got mad when Melody told you to pull up at the bar at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and see what Marceau down there doing. You ain't like when we showed you the picture of his back knocked out like he just had a fresh pound of good Nigerian cat and he was passed the fuck out. You know how when you put him to sleep. You ain't like that, Tisha, but you bringing up Nell and Chris them issues, and you coming back to Trish telling her that Ken be in everybody DMs. Now, is she lying? I don't think so. I don't think she lying. Because I've seen a DM myself. Exactly. With my own two eyes cocked like a pistol. I'm sorry, I'm goofy. Anyway, so I mean, I don't know. I told you I did a video a few days ago, and I was wondering if Trish and Ken together, because I told you he wasn't at her daughter competition and all that other stuff. For him to have spent 2 seasons talking about how much he loved her kids and beefing with Marquez about his daughter, y'all broke up, and now you ain't in no competitions no more. That's the difference between Ken and Marquez. Ken, you may have stepped in to help her out with the kids, which every man who is with a woman with kids should do. But that's the difference between you and Marquez. Marquez is always going to be there because he's always going to be her father. You have the option to leave. But I digress. Anyway, so I guess Trish went back and told Ken, because in the next little clip we see, Ken like, why would Tisha go back and be messy and tell Trish that, knowing the shit that's out here in the streets about Marceau? Basically, knowing that Marceau is allegedly a cheater punkin eater. He allegedly be on Harry Hines with Harry Hines girls, running trains on girlies in Vegas. Exactly. And you can tell, first of all, Marceau been on Ken and Will podcast, the Two Wicked podcast. So I'm assuming they got a decent relationship, and Ken probably don't want to put Marceau shit out there on Front Street like that. But bitch, your messy ass wife is starting trouble between me and my gal. I wonder if that's why Trish and Ken broke up allegedly. I don't know. Anyway, child. So then you hear Marceau talking to Tisha, and Marceau basically telling her like, we the last, me and you should not be out here spreading rumors about other people's relationships. Because exactly, Marceau. At least Marceau has some self-awareness. That's what Tisha lacks. She lacks self-awareness. She lacks good pronunciation, and no, she lacks a lot of shit. But right now we're talking about self-awareness. The fact that for the last 8 seasons, your whole gripe is they coming after my marriage. They coming after my marriage. Why would you then come after this girl relationship and tell her that her man been in other people's DMs? You don't like when people bring rumors about your man and him twirling his hips in and out of Harry Hines girls. Tisha, what? That was so stupid. Anyway, and so that made me wonder, when Marceau was talking about spilling tea and it coming back on you and shit, he's talking about you, Tisha. He's trying to tell your ass, bitch, okay, you keep fucking around with their relationship and you find out some shit about me, I don't want to hear you crying. Marceau be telling her in her face, she just don't catch on to it. The light bulb never completely comes on. Tisha light bulb kind of flicker. You know how when a light bulb keeps flickering on and off and shit, and you got to screw it in just a little bit more for it to like work? Nobody has completely screwed Tisha's light bulb in. That's just the only thing. That's I don't get it. Anyway, so Tisha, I'm not sure if you caught the hint, bitch, but your husband trying to tell you to leave them people relationships alone because I'm out here doing a lot of shit, bitch. And once they start saying that, don't come crying over here to me because I'm not trying to hurt. You know, do y'all remember when Ghost do y'all remember when Ghost hit Tasha in the head like this? I could 100% see Marceau doing Tisha like this. Like I told y'all, somebody needs to do her like this. Exactly. So if Tisha wasn't problematic enough, problematic Patty then goes with, then it got beef with Destiny, and it's coming at Destiny for taking, hold on, for taking Nell's side and asking her like where her loyalty lie. Hold on, I forgot exactly what she said. Let me listen to exactly what this girl said. She said something like, that's telling me don't be a fake ass bitch or some shit like that. Like, girl, who is you talking to?
Now all of a sudden getting my license revoked. Now you're trying to.
Hold on, this Chris Fletcher going off on Marceau.
Just me.
Your loyalty is more towards Nell. What box to put everybody in? What's the label on my box? Don't trust that hoe.
She said, what's the label on my box? She said, don't trust that hoe. Who the fuck? First of all, Destiny from Detroit. What happened to the Destiny that was trying to fight Stormy and shit? What happened to the Destiny that was trying to buck up at Sunny? And Sunny from St. Louis. Why are you not giving Tisha that energy? So, first of all, Tisha talking about loyalty. Tisha, you're not loyal to anyone, Pooh. You weren't loyal to Kiowa because you then befriended Kimmy after you've been friends with Kiowa and her sister-in-law forever. If Kimmy was truly the side bitch, like you were sitting there talking to Kiowa, now why are you BFFs with Kimmy? You was disloyal to her. You was disloyal to Melody when Melody was trying to help you get the fuck up out that shed, that house that you was in. You've been disloyal to everybody. Anyway, so then Destiny was like, Tisha was like, I'm just trying to determine what box I should put you in. First of all, Tisha, you stupid too. This like Twiddle-dee and Twiddle-dum. Because Tisha ain't loyal. And Tisha, why would you think that Destiny was loyal? Because you met Destiny through Melody. And look at the way she did Melody. Went back and told some shit about being in the limo and allegedly being groomed and all type of shit. Marceau already told you about Destiny. A friend to everyone is a friend to no one. So both of y'all stupid to think that either one of y'all was gonna be loyal to each other. But that's what you get when two bitches hook up based off of a dislike for somebody else. Destiny and Tisha never had a real friendship. They bonded over their hate for Melody. And that's why hoes like you will never prosper. But I digress. Anyway, so later on, Tisha was like, don't be talking shit about me. They get into a little screaming match. Tisha gets mad and storm out the house. Tisha, what happened to, I'm from Bessemer. What happened to all of that action that you was giving Melody? And Destiny, you running after Tisha, what happened to all that action you was giving Stormy and Sunny? I don't know. Do y'all think this all a storyline? And Destiny, why are you chasing after Tisha? Your loyalty is to Miss Nell. And she like, Tisha don't take accountability and she play victim. Oh, now you ready to call Tisha out. But I'm glad somebody did, because bitch, how you mad and you still starting mess? You just started some mess between Trish and them. You really started the mess with Miss Nell because you the one who was fucking being nosy, asking why she left the reunion early and telling Destiny, oh, she ain't tell you Lance had a baby. You're the common denominator. Instead of being out here trying to list your own damn property and not having to go get somebody to help you co-list and sell your home, you out here being messy in the streets and requiring loyalty, the same loyalty that you don't give. Tisha couldn't be my friend. I wouldn't even go to brunch with Tisha. Girl, you could be starting a whole nother business and stop trying to peddle those ugly ass black hats. Exactly. I guess, y'all. So tell me what y'all think about that. We didn't get a lot from Miss Nell and Chris Fletcher. Only that Chris Fletcher gonna talk about his license being revoked, which his license is back active. So I don't know. We gonna see, child. In other news, let's talk about the Belle Collective trailer. So they dropped the Belle Collective trailer. I think Belle Collective gonna start next week. I believe next week is when Belle Collective starts. So of course LaTisha and Latrice gonna go with it. I'm sick of their beef. On one of the captions it said LaTisha's marriage is in crisis. LaTisha, I love you. Love you down, girly. LaTisha is a sweetheart, but girl, you've been on her 7 seasons talking about your marriage in crisis. Leave that man and get you somebody else. Please, I beg of you. Exactly. At least this time, LaTisha gonna have her friend there who allegedly, I guess, is gonna get into it with Latrice. Because you know Latrice got a whole little army. Latrice, Selena, Tambra, and I forgot her name. Amber, Asia, the other girl. So Latrice got her a little crew. It's literally just LaTisha and Marie on one team. Speaking of Marie, girl, her trade ass ex-husband Cedric allegedly cheated on her. Did he cheat on you with a man or a woman? That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. Exactly. Was it Charlene or was it Charles? Who did he cheat on you with? Because ever since I seen him, I thought he was gay. Marie, I don't even know why you keep playing in our face. I didn't think you was really fucking with the Caucasian Australian man. And Cedric, look, Marie need her a big, strong, Ving Rhames type of man. That's who you need. You need somebody to put you through the mattress, preferably a Gemini. Marie, call me, girl, if you want to hang out. Because Marie body T. I will say this, Marie body T, face T. You got a great career. You done raised your kids. Marie, if you don't take your ass down to South Florida and go get you a Haitian or some shit like that, or go to St. Louis, at least they know how to, they might not be shit, but they'll put you through the mattress. Or come down south, girl. Don't go to Atlanta, but come down south. Exactly. Anyway, so tell me, Selena. Selena gonna have a storyline too, and I'm not sure if her and Mike gonna have a wedding, but they was talking about some cheating shit. I don't know. And then Carrie, it looked like she having financial problems and maybe have to close one of the Brick and Spoon restaurants. Carrie, your husband fine. I'm sorry, friend. I hope Carrie bring it this season. I'm not gonna lie. I liked her energy last season, but Carrie, as a Scorpio, I'm expecting a lot from you. Just like I'm expecting a lot from Selena. Selena did a post on the Shade Room where she was dancing with her daughter. She was doing the Liberian Girl Challenge. Selena is the shit. She is the bomb as far as physically. She's pretty, body T. She looks young. She looks younger than most of her damn daughters. I just don't understand why she don't give main character energy on Belle Collective. I understand a lot of y'all who watch Dancing Dolls. I never watched it. Says she does, but she never gave that on Belle Collective. Maybe you need to pivot your storyline because Mike just don't do it. You know, the dynamic, he don't give enough for her to, I don't know. Something is missing with the Selena factor, but my Scorpio girlies, Selena and Carrie, I'm rooting for y'all this season. LaTisha, I don't know what you're going to talk about, but Cliff, tongue-tied ass, drunk ass, I don't know. Anyway, I can't wait to watch it. Y'all know I'm going to review it. Or we tuned in for Belle Collective? Let me know. Last on the own list of shows, child, is, hold on. Child, when I tell y'all, I'm finna eat these hot wings, but later on, this pot roast finna be so good. I went out last night, y'all. I had a blast too. I went out with a Sagittarius, an African hit my car. We went in on him. Luckily, he just bumped it, like the front part, but he was like way over the parking space and then got out and had an attitude. So we went ahead and cursed him out. I will say it was some black dudes in the parking lot who stood there. They seen it, and then they stood there while we was going off on him just in case he got out of pocket. I was like, okay, black man. Anyway, girl, I had a blast. Ain't nothing like just going out to remind yourself, like, oh, I am here. Go, oh, I am that bitch. I am thick as that thing. Anyway, child, I had a blast. Anyway, that was just a sidebar. Let's talk about Ready to Love, and then I'm finna go. Did y'all watch the reunion part 2? So, remember the other day when I was telling y'all about Lauren posting that stuff about Mean Girls and all of that other stuff? So I talked to Ashley. So I did talk to Ashley or whatever. And Lauren was, according to Ashley, that Lauren was just trying to save face. She didn't even have to tell me that, but because you can tell on the reunion, it was looking like, Lauren, you was out here in these streets with all of the dudes. I didn't like the fact that Darius told us when Ashley broke down and said the reason she stopped fucking with him is because he wasn't really trying to get to know her. He was self-absorbed, always talking about his own shit. I mean, we could see that from his time on the show and from what the Caucasian lady, his ex-wife, told us. But the Lauren thing, that was like, you know, another layer of it. My whole thing is Darius and Lauren said that they knew each other because they did business together. They never messed around. It was never nothing like that. So why am I just now finding this out? First of all, we didn't find out on the show. Y'all didn't say, oh yeah, we used to do business together. Da, 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 da. Then I'm assuming it wouldn't be a shocker. But if me and you talking and shit, and then all of a sudden I find Lauren calling, nigga, you ain't said shit about that. Don't hit me with no surprises. I'm not the type of girly. I don't like surprises, especially not a surprise about my man. No, you better tell me everything I need to know. Because if I go out in public and I get a surprise, I'm a surprise and spray your motherfucker out. Stop playing with me. Anyway, we got the end of Dom and Bayo. Bayo had a girlfriend. Dom posted on her story. It was going down this weekend. Dom was posting Bayo and his wife and how he got married and shit. Bayo was complaining, talking about something. I knew she wasn't the one and she ain't want to have no family. She told you about the kid thing. What are you talking about? Talking about something. He spent $600 on dinner and that was 3 times a week. He was like, and I was helping on bills. You knew what type of woman she was. Dom looked like the most, I don't know how to say this. you knew that she was used to having men with money and probably, I mean, she had Poochie this on. Her clothes were expensive. You know what type of woman you are dealing with. You can't come into, that's just like me. You can't come and see what type of lifestyle I'm living and then tell me, oh no, we got to go to Ponderosa. No, whore, you can go to Ponderosa. I'm going to Eddie V's Prime Grill and get me a motherfucking lobster salad. I don't give a fuck about what you're talking about. Don't try to downgrade my lifestyle. You were attracted to me, and then you want to come and complain about, no. If you knew you wasn't up to par, Belle, you shouldn't have signed up for that. Maybe you should have signed up for a Donna or a Nicole or some shit like that. You already knew when you met Dom, she coming in with fucking Poochie outfits on, a lot of, you know what I'm saying? She dresses very well. You could tell by her friends when you met them with their jackets over their thing. You knew she was a bougie girly. You knew she was a bougie girly. You knew she had a certain type of lifestyle and she was dating NFL stars. Drake follows her. So don't complain. Fuck him. Anyway, Vince and Darius get into it about the whole pillow talking thing, calling Lauren a tall bitch. That's what fucked me up too. Hold on. Did you also, we found out that Vince was trying to take Ashley shopping. Donna, you so stupid, girl. Donna, that's what you get. That's why you never like a man more than he like you. Because Donna, you was so hard up for Vince. Meanwhile, in the background, Vince was fucking on Nicole. Vince was fucking on Nicole, leading her on, still talking to Lauren, that tall bitch, trying to get with her, and then trying to take Ashley shopping. That would have pissed. I don't care if you was having sex with Nicole, but trying to take another girl shopping? Donna, have he ever took you shopping? A man spend his money with the woman he wants. Baby, if I would have found out, I would have clocked this at this. The trailer would have been me knocking Vince out. They would have flashed to Vince backstage laid across the floor. Y'all would have been like, girl, how Vince get on the floor? Because Jada knocked him out. Girl, anyway, and Ashley was like, shit, he wanted to take me shopping. I like Ashley. I don't give a fuck about what nobody say. She was one of my favorites on the show. What else happened? Okay, so Vince and Darius, they was talking about the pillow talking. Lauren, I don't know why you was giving all of these dudes a chance and they act like they wasn't studying you when you was in the house. I ain't like that. Exactly. And then Nicole versus Devin. Devin, they had his little package. Devin was getting into it with everybody. He said Shannon was for the streets. Dom didn't fit his type or something. But then he told Dom that he didn't like Nicole. Meanwhile, Nicole was like, he kept trying to get with me. And Devin was trying to act like he wasn't really trying to get with her. He was like, she became unhinged one day. And Nicole was like, I only came unhinged because you kept texting me and stuff, and I told you don't keep texting me like that. No, it's given Nicole rejected Devin. Now Devin want to call her unhinged, but you was trying to get with her. Exactly. Devin could go on about his business. It's giving you got rejected. Nicole was just talking to you as a friend because meanwhile, Nicole is desperate for Vince. And Nicole, while you desperate for Vince, he trying to stay in a relationship with Donna because he know Donna is his placeholder. And Donna like him more than he like Donna, but he trying to take Ashley shopping. And he's still trying to mess with that tall bitch, Lori. Vince was a motherfucker. These dudes was a motherfucker on this show. Not to mention Darius and all his scamming, scheming allegations. Belle getting married 2 seconds after the show finished airing. Y'all was some fucking, what was the other dude? The bald head dude, Anthony. He ain't had no damn personality. Devin looked like he got chapped lips and psoriasis. I'm sorry. Not psoriasis, but eczema. And then Steven, yeah, hold on. I like Steven. Steven was fine. I don't know if Steven. had the comments that they made about Devin and the femininity. I got that from Steven. I got metrosexual feminine vibes from Steven. He was very nice though. Fine. Steven fine. I don't know though. The way he was kind of take it or leave it with the girls. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Anyway, tell me what you thought about the Ready to Love reunion. I love at the end of the reunion how they highlighted all of the fashions and was talking about Detroit. I will say Detroit was the best dress. For the past few seasons, I didn't watch the Ready to Love. They were absolutely the best dress. But I already knew that because I told y'all I love Detroit culture. From the hood stuff to the fashions to the lingo or whatever. Detroit kind of remind me of St. Louis. Like if you from out of town and you come here, we got our own language, we got our own style. You know what I'm saying? It's just, we just swagged out, Anyway, so shout out to Detroit, and I like how they ended it. Everybody was doing the is it called the Detroit Hustle or the Detroit Slide or something like that? I thought that was really, really cute. Anyway, so that's all I got, friend. Tell me what you thought about the Ready to Love reunion. I don't know what city is next, but I just feel like they need a better set of men. They always need a better set of men. Philly had bums, and all of them wasn't cute. They just need a better set of people, child. Anyway, tell me what y'all think about the Love and Marriage Huntsville trailer. Are y'all gonna still watch it? I know the ratings are down the damn drain. It's giving Tisha is gonna annoy the fuck out of us. We didn't even see Martell in the trailer. Did we even see Martell? Is Trish gonna break up with Ken and start flirting with Martell again? We didn't really see Kenny and Maurice either. Exactly. And tell me what y'all think about their new home. Do you think it's worth $600,000? Would you pay $600,000? Exactly. Shout out to Hips. Shout out to Hip Dips. Exactly. And the Mar Soldiers. He finally finished his home. And then tell me what you think about Joselyn calling Mona Scott out. I wonder if Stevie gonna say something. I'm gonna go to Stevie page. I think he followed me too. Anyway, I love y'all. Have a happy Sunday. Have a happy Super Bowl. I might come on here and talk about some commercials or something later on because we ain't gonna have shit to do. Married to Medicine or Real Housewives of Potomac ain't coming on. I don't know. Tell me if I missed any tea this week and if y'all want me to go live after the Super Bowl or whatever and just talk some random shit since we ain't got shit to do. Anyway, I love y'all. I will talk to y'all later. Bye, friend.